You took my heart, it's already broken. You don't have to wait. I can take the pain. I will surrender. Let me go on a new adventure.
Everybody, welcome back to the MMB.podcast. I'm Carter.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Simeon.
And today we've got some really interesting topics to talk about, so I'm just going to hand it off to Simeon. He's going to start you off.
Okay.
Oh, that was a crisp pop. That was nice.
Make sure to buy your Clear American.
We're not doing a sponsorship show again.
So basically, we got two of the Donphin football players, both as Chris and Charlie, and you guys were homecoming crashers this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was funny, dog.
Yep.
That was fun.
Yeah, I we don't really get the chance to do that very much, but in this season we've come pretty far from the past few years, from where we started, and I think from here on out, I think the Donphin football program will be just making its way up throughout the district.
It only gets better from here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Yeah, I think you guys did pretty good. Like the one game that I went to Crowersville, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And the bus ride home was really fun.
Oh yeah, it always
You should have been there for this one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, bro, it would have been crazier because y'all crashed their homecoming.
And it was their last home game of the season, too.
And you got
Whoa.
some pretty nice pictures. Pretty nice pictures.
Yeah.
Of the floats that they made.
Yeah, that's
No.
crazy.
We rolled up and we seen the floats that said, kiss the Dons goodbye, Dons can't touch this, Dons
For
bite
real?
Dons bite the dust. I'm
Yeah.
like, dog.
Well, that's one thing if it says let's beat the Dons or something, but it was almost like they had already.
Yeah.
They thought they were going to stomp
Yeah,
us
that's
in the
good.
ground.
You guys should have just strapped them to the bus and took them.
Yeah,
took
I
the
know.
floats.
No, we laid down and we posed in front of them.
Yeah, check out their Instagrams. You'll see them in there.
At Christopher B04 or Christopher _B04 and Charlie _
We'll put
J59.
it in.
Yeah.
It'll be in the description.
You
It'll
guys
be in
can
the
check those out,
description.
like them up.
Go check it out.
So, have you guys been watching Netflix shows?
Yes, sir. Squid Game.
Somewhat.
That's what I just finished it this weekend.
It's good, bro.
Dude.
I personally
like it.
not
Is the
watched
whole
it
thing
yet.
good?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It's a little rough at first when you first start,
Because
but
I know
when
the
they,
first couple
yeah.
episodes aren't very good.
It's a little slow at first, but it definitely
yeah,
picks
when
up.
they get into the games, you're like, dang, this is crazy. And
Red light.
I mean, you guys want me to spoil it for you?
I don't really.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Alright, so basically, at the end of the
Spoiler
thing,
alert.
Spoiler alert
But-
again.
the guy that first off, we're following that one guy, through the whole game.
Yeah.
And basically he wins the whole thing, and he gets this golden card. He never uses the money. It's a year later, because he feels ashamed of it because his best friend died during it.
Yeah.
And
he killed his best friend.
yeah, his best friend killed himself at the last game. It was him between his best friend. And basically he gets this gold card that's the same card, but it's gold, and it says meet me at this one building, whatever floor. And he comes into the building. Remember the old guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the bed dying, and he's like, "You set this all up, didn't you?" He's like, "Yeah." He was one of the head honchos that was over the whole thing,
Oh, for real?
and he is crazy. I kind of accept I was like,
Expected it.
yeah, I was like, this guy not good. This isn't good news.
This guy no good.
This guy no good. But yeah,
He don't
basically,
do the right thing.
you think he's dead because you hear the guy shoot him,
Yeah.
but you don't see him get shot. But he
Oh.
doesn't die. And I actually saw this one TikTok, and it was season 2 is actually going to be following the guy in the black mask.
Oh, there's going to be another season?
Yeah, we're saying
I
that
figured
there
this
is.
thing kind of be like a one and done type.
Yeah, that's
thing.
kinda
Yeah,
what
that's
I
what
was
I thought. But after what they said, I was like,
How
yeah,
do you
this
make a
is gonna-
season 2 out of that? Is
Well,
it just more games or what?
No, the season 2 is going to be about the guy that so there's this, I'll have to say this, there's this detective, okay,
Mhm.
that snuck on the island where they're playing, and he's trying to find his brother, and he finally finds his brother, and his brother is the head dude that's in front of the games. When you see him in the games, with that black mask, that's his brother.
Oh,
He
yeah?
shoots his brother, he falls off the cliff. You're like, oh, he's dead, but I don't think he's dead because he got shot in the shoulder, and his brother he shot his own brother in the shoulder.
Mhm.
And so basically, they're going to say that it's going to follow him and the detective on that season. And see how he came from a player of the game to a worker to the head dude. So I'm excited. I want to watch it, and I mean, it was a pretty good show. Like after I got into it, and I liked
Once
it.
you get past the first couple episodes,
Yeah,
because the first couple episodes are really rocky.
It's
slow. I don't know. I just see way too
is.
much crap on social media, and I just do not want to watch it just because it's too like. It's
Overhyped.
it's just
Yeah,
overhyped.
that
And
is
I'm just
true.
like I can't be that good.
Yeah.
I mean, I might try and watch it just to see, but like especially like literally everyone this Halloween's either gonna be a freaking player or like one of the red suit guys.
Yeah,
or whatever. And like that's all I see. All the ads are all that, and I'm like, dude, this is gonna be so.
Yeah, it is.
Buy your Squid Game mask here,
Yeah.
25% off. You know?
Yeah, it's so
I've been seeing that
stupid.
everywhere.
The lights
Yeah.
might not work, but you know what? It's 25%
Well,
off.
it's literally like that's all Halloween's gonna be.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
for real.
lame, which I know how that usually is. It's just like there's one popular thing.
They
right
were
before
smart
Halloween.
though about it.
Yeah.
Really good advertising though on their
But
on
basically
Netflix's part.
Netflix though, like they released On My Block thing, the new series On My Block. Like I stopped watching it, but like
Yeah, I got
it's like
bored
the
of that.
I've
same.
never watched it.
It's the final series, and I'm like, oh.
You know, I
okay.
used to be really into Netflix, but like I haven't really watched it that much anymore.
Yeah,
like,
I
used
just
to
watched
watch
last
the
time.
Flash and stuff. The Flash, I used to love the Flash, and now it's like
Yeah.
it's awful.
Well, the Flash is just repetitive.
Yeah, like it should have ended a long time ago.
I just haven't had time to watch Netflix very much and just sit down and chill out because I've been kind of go busy.
Yeah.
And there's just not a whole lot to. If I'm gonna like take time out of my day and watch something, I want it to be good. And Netflix is just kind of
It's kind of
out of
lacking.
variety.
No, but
It's got a lot of variety, just stuff I would
Well,
never
and
watch.
like I do really like if you guys ever watch like Stranger Things, I love
that's
that
a-
show.
that's a
That's one of
good
my
show.
favorite shows. But like season 4, it's been like years, and then like just because COVID and stuff happened, so they've been delayed. And I think season 4 is going to come out here pretty soon.
Yeah. I never watched it.
No.
Because, I never watched it because I thought it was like pretty scary, but everyone
It's
said
not
that's
bad.
not. Yeah.
No.
But I
It's
watched.
more eerie than anything, just kind of like a little unsettling
Yeah.
sometimes, but it's not scary.
I watched season 1 of Outer Banks, and I thought that was pretty good.
I thought Outer Banks was overhyped too. That's why
Yeah,
I never watched
it is. It is. It really is.
It doesn't seem too like exciting.
I just
to me.
like. I don't know. I just like watching shows that already been out because like just you can't beat the older shows.
Yeah.
when the freaking basic TikTok girls get a hold of those shows,
Yeah, for
that's
real.
when they ruin them.
For
That's
real.
why.
Actually,
That's why
there's
I
this
never
one
watch those
series that
shows.
no one's talked about.
Mhm.
It's like this kid that is in high school, and there's this bomb that went off that like makes the like killed the adults. Like they're kind of like what they call them daywalkers, but they're not like zombies. It's weird.
Is it Daybreak?
Yeah, Daybreak.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like I don't know why
Yeah,
no
I've
one's.
watched it.
Yeah,
I have watched that.
I
That is
want
really good.
a season 2 because it is good. Like
How many episodes is on the first
like
season?
10.
Oh.
Yeah,
How
but
long
they're
is it?
like hour.
Yeah,
an
hours
or something.
long.
I
And-
prefer the hour-long episodes.
They're
over the
pretty good.
30-minute long episodes.
And like it's a good story, good acting, and the
Mhm.
guy's the guy skates, so I'm like, yeah, that's rad. I mean,
He
you could
skates,
tell,
he
you
gets
could
in.
you could tell like he hasn't been on a board.
No.
But like I mean, he was doing actually good. Like he was doing tricks. I feel like it was a stunt double, but still, he's doing tricks.
No, but back to like the Squid Game. You know the Ollie guy, the really nice guy that saved the guy first episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Saved him in red light, green light.
yeah.
Dude, there was this one game they had to play, and it was like the marble game,
This was messed up.
and I don't remember his name, but the
Swan Ooh.
Yeah.
Swan. It's
I
like
don't have a
Swan
clue.
Ooh, but it's that
something,
one.
something or other.
it's the other guy.
It's the
other
smart
guy's-
guy.
the main guy's friend, basically.
Yeah, it's
And, like,
his best
you-
friend.
You have, was it 10 marbles each?
Yeah, you get 10
you get 10 marbles,
each.
and you're trying to get either your partners, and then they die, or you try to take another team's all theirs.
Yeah.
And he almost lost. The smart guy almost lost all of his marbles to Ollie.
Mm-hmm. But he's never played like with marbles before.
Yeah,
And they were doing like this wager one where it's like you guess if it's even or odd, and
Yeah.
if you say odd
Mhm.
and you get it wrong, like it's even. He
You
has
give him
like
your marbles.
yeah, how much he has in there. Say that he has 4, you had to get 4 of your marbles to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he almost lost it, and then he convinced Ollie that they're going to take a different teams.
Mhm.
So he put a bunch of rocks in his pouch
yeah, and
make it
tied it
feel like-
around his neck.
to make it feel like
Mhm.
marbles and gave them to Ollie, and he took Ollie's or something like that.
Yeah, he took all of his.
Or
and-
he made it look like he took both of their marbles, basically.
yeah.
He betrayed him
Yeah.
and got him killed.
Yeah.
It was,
Spoiler
pretty,
alert.
it was pretty messed
Yeah.
up.
We forgot
It
to
was
say
And
that.
It's
pretty-
pretty messed up.
It was pretty messed up because like he's like yelling for him and stuff, and then he's like he kind of jiggles his bag, and then he opens up it up, and it's just a bunch of rocks. And then he was like freaking out, and then it cuts to the smart guy, and you just hear a gunshot. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But
everybody thinks that they'll be able to just go and compete on the games and no problems, but that's like a psychologically.
Yeah, the like glass one.
I'd be way too.
The glass bridge.
The glass bridge. There was this glass bridge where it's like tempered glass and normal glass, and if you guess wrong, you fall to your death.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah, and it's like crazy because like there was this one glass guy. Like he worked in glass for 30 years. He's like in front. There was like he was getting it. It was on the last tile, and the black mask guy was like, "Let's make this fair." He shut off the lights, so he couldn't tell what difference
but then
it was.
He's like, they make a different sound. They threw marbles at it.
Well, they only have one marble.
Yeah,
he's like, "I need another marble." And he didn't, and Sonu was like, "Yeah, just trust me." He's like, "You got this," and he just pushes him.
Pushes him through the fake one, or the bad glass, and he falls through to his death, and they all get it.
Yeah, and then
on the last panel of glass.
His name is Hygiene or something like that, and the main guy, and he's like, "Why do you do that?" He's like, he let everyone else die, so he deserved to die, and it's like. It's so messed up. Like the guy gets messed up in this game. It's crazy, bro. Like
it is very like.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. But I mean, I liked it. I hope they do make a season 2.
I just don't see how they're gonna make a season 2. But then again, I've never watched it.
Yeah. So. But speaking about, I got this one thing on my list. It was about I was watching some YouTube this weekend, and there's this one guy. His name was like A Salati or something like that. It's like ASLOTY. It's weird, but he like went over this like thing about the Ace family. Basically, the Ace family is like fake. Like all their followers are fake. Their Instagram live.
They're like bots.
Yeah, they're bots, bro. The Ace family.
Who's that?
Well, see, they can't.
It's Austin Broom.
But if they're like, listen,
Austin Broom.
Oh yeah.
You can fake it so far, and then like people are like, okay, these people are famous, so like actual people start following them. So like, I wouldn't say they're necessarily like fake.
No, they say that recently they've been buying them.
Like,
the receipts have went out. Yeah.
To fake the uprising popularity. Okay.
And like, it's crazy because like they're buying Instagram Instagram live viewers. Like, I get it if you buy it for Twitch because if you have like more viewers, you get on more recommended. Yeah. I mean, it still ain't right, but you know, like
you can see why they do that because on Instagram, the amount of followers, the amount of likes,
it doesn't really matter.
It matters, but it doesn't matter.
Well, especially if you're on live, like that doesn't make sense to me.
Because you're never gonna pop up on somebody's page just because of so many likes.
They have 1 million live viewers right now. Check them out. No, I never see that. And it's just stupid because like they're basically all fake, and they're like paying like $3,000 to get negative comments out of their videos.
Yeah.
Better like and dislike ratio. And like stuff like that, like followers, so, it's crazy.
That's honestly, for how much they probably make off sponsorships and everything, that's probably not a bad deal.
No, but still, it's just like
it's messed up for sure.
So, I want YouTube to kind of. I mean, YouTube's so messed up though.
Can we start buying subscribers?
Yeah, I know, right?
We're not gonna buy subscribers. Don't worry.
We just shoot up to like
3 million subscribers in 2 days.
Subscribers in 2 days.
Dude, what are you talking about, bro? We broke, bro.
We really broke. We really just blew up like that.
We just did, honestly.
Dude, like we're broke to
don't check our bank accounts though. We do broke.
We scrounge up $3,000 to pay for like 100 subscribers.
Just put in the MMB bank account.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tab it.
Yep.
Yeah, just put it on our tab.
Dude, and then
we have a YouTube tab. Put it on our tab.
Venmo us at MMB.podcast.
We don't actually have a Venmo.
Ooh.
Unless.
I hate when we do this.
Bro, freaking Gary V cracks me up, bro. That one video that I showed you, he's like, I'm gonna melt this guy's face off and get this freaking go-kart, and I'm gonna sell it for about
$300.
$500 to $300 on Facebook Marketplace. And he's like, dude, I'll buy it for $50. And the guy was like, yeah, sure, take it. And then you're like, put up a fight. It was so funny. He's like, yeah, I just melted this guy's face off.
Isn't he like mostly like inspirational or like motivational?
Yeah, I was looking at a bunch of his quotes earlier. He has some. Most of his quotes are like inspirational.
And then he like talks about, I wish. Sometimes people wish they were born into something, but I'm glad I was born into nothing. Speak for yourself, Gary V. For real
Should
though.
we at Gary V?
Dude, he'll be probably like pause the video. These guys are a bunch of idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. I bet they still live in their mom's basement.
Yeah, because we're all.
Yeah, because
I bet they still do their homework.
Yeah, I bet they're actually still in school. When I was 25, I actually had a PhD, and
without ever going to college.
Yeah, like I'd never been to college, but college is for losers. Actually, if you go to college,
you're a loser.
What are you doing with your life? Dude, I like sometimes like he be inspirational, but
if
sometimes
this doesn't tell you what kind of person he is, this is close. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what do I want to do every day for the rest of my life? Do that. That was one of his quotes. If that doesn't tell you the kind of person he is.
He's like, I talked about this on the first podcast. I generally sit in the shower. I think of my family dead. And that leads to my happiness.
What?
Yeah, bro, because he's like, then I realized my family isn't dead. I was like, bro, you're so stupid. Like,
I think of my family dead, then remember, wait, they're not dead, so I'm happy.
Yeah, dude, it's so stupid. He's like, I think of the worst possibility. I broke my legs, okay?
My legs are broken.
I cannot use them anymore. I am in a wheelchair. Then I get up out of bed and I'm like, hey. and then he's like, I get up out of bed and then I remember, I got like $5 million in the bank account right now.
He wakes up and the drugs were off and then he realizes his legs aren't broken.
It was just all an acid dream.
It's just an acid trip.
Dream.
What a guy.
Dude, like,
don't do drugs.
He's annoying, bro. And then he's like a hardcore Knicks fans, like worst fans.
Dude, did you see Daniel Jones for the Giants quarterback?
Oh yeah.
His concussion, bro.
Yeah, dude,
he got a bad concussion.
Like, bad.
Yeah, he got up and started walking and like
he looked like a drunk almost. Yeah. He was stumbling.
Dude, it was bad. Like I saw the picture, I was like, oh my god, it looked like a.
Did you see the video of it?
Yeah, I did.
He gets up and he tries to walk back to the huddle and he's like stumbling everywhere.
Bro. And his ankle looked like a baseball. He had a baseball on it. It was bad.
Did you guys see the Alabama and Texas A&M
Dude,
game?
the upset.
Yeah.
Well, what happened?
Upset of the century on that game.
Texas A&M beat Alabama by a field goal. That's crazy. Like,
yeah,
dude,
I'm not too big into
college football.
Yeah.
No, the guy that does like Alabama's radio, whatever.
Yeah.
The radio announcer, basically. He sat there for 30 seconds, just silence after they lost.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there, and then he's like, "Well, Texas A&M's gonna be fined $250K for storming the field."
Oh my!
He was so butthurt about it.
Dude, he's like. Now a word from our sponsor.
No,
Arby's. They have the meat.
he's literally just sitting there and goes, "Well, Texas A&M's gonna get fined $250K for storming the field," and then they just stop.
Bro, that's crazy.
He was so butthurt.
Dude, it's like so sad. It's like upbeat like McDonald's ad. It's like, get your quarter pounder today for only $5. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Dude, I am McLovin.
There's a picture right here on Twitter because I was just scrolling through seeing the Texas A&M stuff like that. And it shows all of the announcers just sitting there with their hands on their head like, oh my god.
Dude, it's like that one meme is like, you know, where everyone like slaps their forehead.
There's another close game this weekend with Arkansas and Ole Miss, and it was like 52-51.
Dude.
And Ole Miss won.
Dude, so what? There's another close game. OU and Texas Longhorns.
Yeah, there were some good games this weekend.
There was. But everyone was expecting Alabama by like 70 points, blowing out Texas A&M, and then Texas A&M came back and won it. And
like field goal.
Alabama fans are so salty too. Like a bunch of them.
I would be salty if my team got beat that bad.
Yeah.
I forgot Alabama had like the longest winning streak, and then Texas A&M shut it down.
Yep.
Thank you. Come again this way.
Yeah. Dude, it looks like the LA Dodgers I feel like they're gonna win the World Series. They're hot right now.
Are they? You should have seen Nick Saban
hot.
after that game.
Alabama. Nick Saban.
Well, they won.
His head coach,
Alabama's
head coach, he's walking off
the championship.
He's walking off in the field, and he's like, just straight face. The guy walking with, I don't even know who it is, like one of his people, and like just straight faced. I could not imagine going to practice the next day, dog.
Oh, there's not even gonna be a stinking goalpost up. You're just gonna run. Like they just take the field goal post down and just run.
No, run.
Because they're
just go.
Just play volleyball or anything like that. They take the net down, then you put the net after. They just take everything down.
Yeah.
It's like just.
He's like, everybody, you got cut. Everyone that was on the field when that field goal was kicked, you got cut.
just go back to class. Honestly.
It's like the bench warmer. So I'm still in, coach. You're cut too. Go. Get out of my face. Go. It's like that Jonah Jameson thing. Shut up. Fine.
Like, shut up.
Get out. I don't care.
Yeah, shut up. Get out of my office. Go.
I don't care if we only have 10 players. Everybody leave.
Yeah, for real.
I only need 9 of you guys. Everybody else.
Dude, but I mean, like, I was just under a rock this weekend because I was at the camping trip. I had no signal.
Oh yeah, how did the camping trip go?
Yeah, how was it?
Okay, so I get there, start chopping wood.
Where'd you camp at?
11 Point.
Oh,
and,
I got you.
And then it was funny because like I was a little upset. I had a rough day, you know, and I get some wood. I'm just hacking, bro. I got that thing stripped down. And I was like, what can I say, man? I'm a lumberjack now. But then I get my tent set up. And
just
then
gonna start showing up to school in plaid.
Yeah.
Just gonna randomly show up with a beard one day.
So, I mean, we know it's fake. No, it's not. What are you talking about?
Dog, it's peeling off your face.
Yeah. What? No. Give me some glue.
He's licking his fingers trying to seal it back on.
Yeah. But
natural.
We went like swimming. There was a rope swing, and that was pretty fun.
Oh, you went swimming at 11 Point?
Yeah.
Dude, 11 Point is freezing.
Yeah, it was cold. Yeah. It was cold. And but like we went on the rope swing, and then we put my tent. It was a smaller tent inside this like mega tent. Because like we were bored, and like so like people wouldn't like see us if we're like in there, and it was pretty nice, and we just like talked all night, and then dude I knocked out, bro, and everyone said like everyone was going into your tent. I was like, I don't remember this, bro. Like I was out, and then like I went with my church, and my youth pastor was like sleeping in a hammock, and I was like, bro, that's sick. And I like woke up sore, and then like we packed up our stuff, and like I got home, made 2 bowls of ramen, curry ramen. And then I knocked out. Then I woke back up, made some more curry ramen, and then I just chilled till 2. Then I woke up and went to church. So that's how my weekend went.
I got pulled over this weekend for the first time.
For
the first time.
Speeding?
No, actually not.
Whoa.
Speeding.
Did you flash him like me? I flashed a cop.
What? Wait,
yeah, I flashed a state trooper.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yeah, but if his brights were on, then
what? No, like he was in front of me, and I was about to pass him, and I put on my lights, and I was like, that's a cop, and I flicked him off, and he gets behind me, he's like, I need your license registration. I was like, here, and I'm like shaking, and I give it to him.
So
I'm blasting my Jesus music, because like I don't want him to be like,
Jesus is my friend.
Yeah. But then he was like, yeah, why did you flash me? I was like, I was just coming up on you, and I forgot they were on, and he's like, oh, it's fine. Have a great night. I was like, thank you.
No, so basically, this is the story. So I was headed to Van Buren for my girlfriend's softball tournament, and I was running just a little bit late because I left the house just like a little late. So I was going fast, and I was coming up on this car. You know the big highway, like I think it's 60 or 67. I think it's 60 though.
We're going to where?
Van Buren.
Oh, okay.
And I was doing like 85, and I'm coming up on this car. I'm like, man, they're going slow. So I go to get in the other lane to get around them, and as soon as I get in the other lane, I see a cop. I'm like, oh, great. So I slow down to 65. I go back down to the speed limit, and the cop's still going slow, so I just went ahead and passed him like the other truck in front of me did, and I was going to pass the truck that passed him too, and about the time I got almost around the other truck, he gets behind me and lights me up. The state trooper. I'm like, oh, great. He got
Started shooting at you? No, I'm joking.
He lit me up.
Bang, bang, bang!
No, but he lit me up. I'm like, oh, great. My mom's going to kill me. 'Cause I thought he got me for speed at first. And so I pull over. I turn on my hazards. I roll down the window. I'm like, oh, great.
Dude, it's like with those stupid TikToks where he's like, you know why we pulled you over? Does this guy look like you? And he's like, that's just a picture of me. Shh. We'll ask the questions around here.
No, but I roll down the windows. As soon as I pull over, the music is dead. Like, no sound at all.
Should we blast your Jesus music? Jesus is a friend.
The subs start bumping and the cops like...
But as soon as I see him get out of the driver's seat, I'm like, I'm gonna get a ticket because he's a short guy with the bus.
Bro, you just see the top of his head through your
bus cut seals the deal.
He's a short guy with a bus. I'm like, man, he's got little man syndrome. He's about to give me a ticket.
You know why I pulled you over, sir?
He comes up to the window. But I guess he was a guy getting short. I guess he was a guy getting trained by someone else, and I didn't see the other guy at first. But all I seen was short guy buzz cut. I'm like, great, I'm getting a ticket. But he
puts his arms on you. He's like, crosses his arms. Like, hey, buddy.
Do you have any idea why I pulled you over today?
No, but he comes up to the window. And he's like, how you doing today? I was like, good. You? He's
pretty sucking out because you pulled me over.
He said the reason I pulled you over today is your license plates are expired. It's like, oh shoot, are they really? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, honestly, sir, I didn't know. He's like, okay, that's fine. Just give me your license and your insurance. I'm like, okay. So I give him my license, and I'm digging through my glove box. I cannot find my insurance card.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
And the other guy comes up to the truck too, and he's just standing there, and he's like, why don't you go ahead and pull up just a little further, because we just topped a hill where I pulled over at. He's like, just pull up just a little bit further.
You just take off.
Yeah, he's like,
oh wait, take out my license.
No, he's like, just go ahead and roll forward just a little bit so someone doesn't top this hill and hit us. And I'm like, all right. And we get there, and I still cannot find my insurance card. I'm like, oh shoot. So I have to call my mom. I'm like, hey, I need the insurance card. I was like, hey, I need the insurance card. She's like, why, did you get in an accident? I was like, no, I got pulled over. She instantly went to chew me out. I'm like, whoa.
Let's deal with this first.
Don't you get the renewal in the mail for the tags? She's like, yeah. It's like,
so it's your fault.
Well, that's why I got pulled over.
What's your mom's first name?
April.
It's your fault, April.
No, and she's like, oh. And she just quit chewing me out. She sent me the insurance, and she's like, I'll call you back. And I was like, all right. And they come back up, and the guy that's training the short dude, he's sitting towards the front of my truck, staring in at my window. I'm you know how I have the penguin on my antenna?
Yeah.
He looks up at it, and he's just standing there looking at it. He looks back at me, and
he's like, nice penguin.
And then my tent brow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's standing there, he's like,
is this 5%?
No, he's standing there, he's like, I'm not trying to pick you apart or anything, but, you see this little bitty tick right here on my, and he points at my windshield, and there's a little bitty line. He's like, that's how far your tent brow's supposed to be, and yours is just a little down just a little too far. It was 4 inches below that line. I'm like, wow. Great. And then
I'm sorry, sir.
That's at least $500 right there.
And then he's like, I have a crack in my windshield too, and it's coming up right in the middle. And he's like, he's like, I'm still not trying to pick you apart or anything. That crack in your windshield, it might get in your line of vision. It can cause a safety hazard.
And then he's like, and these wheels, are these aftermarket? Bro, get you some nice wheels, okay?
It pulls you out of the truck and just handcuffs.
And then
your truck's whack.
I give him my insurance card. They go back to the car. They run everything. They come back.
They take my phone.
No, they give my license back, and he's like, I'm just gonna use this as a training point, but go ahead and roll your driver's side window up just a little bit. So I roll it up just a little bit. I'm like, okay. He pulls out a tent checker. I'm like, oh my god. And he's like, it's just a training point. I'm not trying to pick you apart or anything.
Psych! You get this fine.
Pick you apart, picks you apart.
He was just doing it to train the other guy, but he's like
he wasn't gonna pin you for anything.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of late for a volleyball game, so not softball.
No, and he's like, I'm just gonna check your tent. 35% is the legal limit, and we give it 3% leeway. I was like, okay. And he's just explaining
You know what? You have. Wait.
Hang on.
Sorry.
And
I'm putting it on.
He gets good right here.
He's like,
dude, this is my favorite part.
He's like, and it's not even. He said, we don't care how dark it is. It's not even for us to see in. We don't. He's like, honestly, we don't care if we can see in your car. We don't care that much. I'm like, all right. He said it's just for y'all safety at night and in bad weather. So he puts it on there and it beeps and it goes. It's bouncing between 10 and 11 and it stops on 10 and I'm like, oh great.
Oh, man.
And he hasn't looked at it yet and it beeps when it's done and he picks it up and he looks at me. He's like, oh, that's way below the legal limit. And I'm sitting there like, man, I'm about to get a ticket for my tent when I got pulled over for my tags.
What's wrong with my car?
Well, they'll just make you
they'll just give me a fix-it ticket.
Yeah.
But I was just waiting for him to be like, but he's like, he looks at it and he pauses it. It was just perfect. He's like, That's way below the legal limit.
Oh, man.
And he's like, well, here's all your stuff back. Just go ahead and get that renewed for us. And we'll let you on your way. Just be careful. And I was like, all right. I've never been, that's my first time being pulled over.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, I'm like, as he's starting to walk back, I'm like, sir? And he like turns around, he comes back, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, I need to wait for y'all to pull off first.
Dude, I did the exact same thing my
Seriously?
first time.
I pulled off first.
No,
I was trying to get out of there.
I didn't know if he had anything else to, or if if it was a safety thing where he needed to pull out first.
So I was like, sir, and he walks back to my window. I'm like, do I need to let you pull out first, or do I go? And he's like, we'll go back to the car. We'll get in. We'll get settled, and then we'll turn off the lights. You go ahead and go. We'll make sure you get on the road safe. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's what I like. He didn't say anything to me. He's like, have a nice night. And right when he got in, I just bolted off. I was like, I'm not letting him tailgate me the whole time to Donphin.
No, they waited a long time before I pulled off.
Yeah.
No kidding. The exact words you said were the exact words I said. Like, I literally leaned my head out the window and I was like, do I go or do you go? And he was like, you can go ahead and go. And I was like, oh, okay.
But then, like, the place we stopped, it was a curve just before this hill.
Yeah.
And my truck's like, it's a little jank. So I'm going up this hill after I leave getting pulled over. And my truck, like, does this weird thing, and it shifts down really far, and it just, wow, all the way up the hill, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, they're gonna pull me over again?
Like, that'd be hilarious.
That
It's just like,
they
just walk up to your window, they're just like, are you kidding me?
Here's the ticket for your tent, your crack,
for every single
it
thing.
off.
He's like, here's the
Damn
tent.
loud pipes.
He knocks on your window. Now I'm gonna pick you
Hey,
up.
now.
He's like, here's the ticket for your tent, bro, your crack, your tent, your registration,
And for being loud.
and for your exhaust. And while we're at it, we're gonna check your emissions level.
Do you have any idea how many turtles you're killing right now?
Just get the heck out of the car.
You're going downtown.
We're gonna take the truck in. You just wait here. Just leave it on the side of the road.
There's like, go ahead. You're free to go though. We have the truck now. Is all we want. Just leave me walking like Van Buren, just like.
Dude, we're like, do you need to call someone? Is there someone? Well, I mean, if it just like bowled off, it's like.
Okay. All right.
Sir, do we need to call you anybody? Like your parents are? Actually, yeah. I don't know what I did with my phone. Well, that sucks, don't it?
Actually, I left my phone in the truck. Oh yeah, funny story.
Yeah?
We just roll up the window and just.
It's like, oh, that sucks.
Dude. Bro, this is a little off subject, but look at these new. Have you seen the new Nike SB mummies?
The what?
Nike mummies. The mummies.
I would never wear anything.
It looks like toilet paper on my face.
Yeah, but it's sick.
It looks like used toilet paper.
Like someone took paper mache and lined it out on my shoe.
Dude, but they're sick because they got like mummy eyes on the back.
Are they?
The mummy eyes just top it off.
Oh yeah.
How much are they?
I don't know.
Charlie, let's just take a roll of toilet paper to your feet and we'll make those.
Yeah.
And then you put little slits
easy enough.
Put little slits in the back and then put
there you
a
go.
green circle in it.
There you go. And then get a Nike sign and then put it on.
Yeah, paste it on there.
Okay, yeah, we can make this for way cheaper.
How much is it?
It's like $750,
right,
bro.
Oh my God, we're gonna make these shoes.
Man,
we're gonna make Nike mummy shoes.
Stay tuned next week. It is DIY week, and we are going to make the mummy Nike shoes.
It's not DIY week. Don't tell them that.
We're not doing DIY projects.
It's not DIY week.
This is not 5-minute crafts.
This is not a life hacks channel.
Imagine, bro. I love watching those things where who was it?
I hate those.
No, the one. It was that one guy. It's like, how to make a cake, and he like just throws.
Oh, how to basics?
Yeah, how basic.
Oh,
yeah, that's
just like
how
chunks like 50 million eggs and like flour, and then he just starts like throwing ketchup.
Dude, he spends so much time and money on those videos.
Oh,
like
cleaning up. Can you imagine
He's got
how
a
long
lot
it
of
takes to clean
subscribers though.
He does.
And like editing, like that's pretty hard because how his cuts are, like it's just
the guy knows what he's doing. I'll be honest.
It's crazy.
There's no telling how many people he's got as like his team. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and end off today's podcast. Signing off, I'm Carter.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Simeon.
And we'll see you guys in the next podcast. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.